Hi, and welcome to Chats con Sabor. This is Linda, and welcome to our podcast. We are going to be talking today, and our of course, para la mierda.
Go ahead, karma.
Let's talk about sex part 4.
Yes. Let's talk about sex, baby.
I was making fun of her because of that one episode that she like reintroduced herself like a million times. So of course I went and messed it up.
Oh my god. All right. So let's talk about sex. First of all, I kind of want to open up the conversation before we dive deep into our topic for today. How's everybody doing today? How are you guys doing?
Bueno, good.
Good week?
Good week.
Good weekend?
Good weekend. Good week.
Yeah, I had a good weekend. I did. Yeah.
No sick babies. Everybody's healthy.
Finally, I was actually saying, I'm like, listen, I had a great weekend. It was the first weekend after 2 weekends back to back of the kids having the flu, having strep, ear infection. It was chaotic. So it was great. No sickness. It didn't matter what I did. It was a great weekend.
Good. Awesome. Okay, well, so let's kick it.
How was your weekend?
Oh, my weekend was great. My weekend was great, like as always. Had a few drinks, and hung out with friends and stuff. And anyway, yeah, I kind of needed yesterday to recover, but I'm feeling okay, so that's good. First question: how do you feel about blowjobs? Don't everybody answer at once.
Come on, Vanilla. Vamos a empezar contigo.
Come on, Vanilla.
It's not my favorite. I mean, do I do it? Yeah. I guess my satisfaction comes from seeing my partner being satisfied, not because I just no.
Is that something you enjoy doing?
No. I mean, in the moment I could, but it's not like, oh, you know what? Today I feel like I'm gonna give some head. No.
So have you ever? I know you were married for a little bit, like for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
In those 12 years with your ex-husband, did you ever like when he's sitting down, just kind of get on your knees or whatever?
Oh my gosh, no.
Never.
No.
How about when he was driving?
Driving. Maybe a couple times.
Roadhead.
Yeah. That, you know what? Okay, because of who I am, that I can enjoy doing, but it's because to me it's a thrill. It's the
the adrenaline.
Yeah, basically. that then I was like, oh, sign me up. Yeah, but regular no. To me, it at some point it became like a mental rule, right? And this could go into a whole another topic, but trying to keep the momentum or the spice in the relationship, right? Trying to make sure that we stayed in that, and I wanted more, and how can I, because I know for a fact that I fail in the sense of initiating. I'm guilty. Like, if you come to me, you can get it. You're gonna get it because my drive is here.
Yeah.
But for me to say that I'm constantly gonna be like, I mean, when I first met you, I asked you, like, it was a conversation that we had because again, I'm so vanilla, right? But I'm like, what did you mean you were with this person and you guys went back to back like 3 times? And you're like, yeah, we were after the first round, we were hanging out, and I kind of just put my hand down, and they wink, one more. And I'm like, what? You did what? Yeah, I didn't know how to do that until I started having conversation with you ladies. Like, it's not, no. So
She said no.
But because I was trying to keep up the momentum, I did made it a rule at some stage in my mind that, okay, when I'm during my days, since I know it's not really comfortable, we didn't do it during that time. I was like, I'm gonna try to at least give him a blowjob when I'm on my period because I know I'm unavailable. But quite frankly, it wasn't great because it became almost like a task. And you're your period, you're already cranky. I feel stressed out during those days.
Yeah.
So it became like a task. So it lost what I intended for good purpose. It backtracked completely.
Yeah.
But no, not my favorite. I will say this though. I've been seeing this TikTok, or it's been going on for a while now. Where they rap. What is it? The
roll-ups.
The roll-ups.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
I still haven't tried it.
I haven't tried it, but I'm interested in trying it.
It probably lasts a little
What,
longer.
the fruit roll-ups?
Yes.
Yeah, you
The
have
fruit
you tried
roll-ups.
it?
No, but I'm interested.
Yeah, where the, yeah, you
But her eyes got big.
I'm in. I am in. Sign me up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm interested in trying that. I'm like,
Same
Add
here,
a little,
yeah.
little flavor to
a
the
little
Okay, you made
sweetness,
my.
a little
Some of them
tartness.
are a little tart, like they're a little
Yeah.
sour, so
Yeah.
it like makes
True.
My
Now I will
mouth
say
water.
this. Drunk Linda, it's different.
Yeah.
That's sober Linda. So drunk Linda is a little frisky and
Yeah.
There are
might want it and might get a little
different
more.
people here. Different people here.
Yeah.
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 When they've been drinking.
Yes.
These two? Absolutely.
Oh, me too?
Really?
Gosh.
Don't play that. Inocente, we know.
I don't know.
We've been there.
About. I don't know what you're talking
How about you, Joe? Did you enjoy the act of?
I do. I do. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to say what happened earlier today. You have to tell that story. That was funny.
Wait, I don't know this story.
Yes,
Tell
you
me.
do. Yes, you do.
Wait, what?
When we were so I'll begin and I'll let you
Okay.
take over. We were taking a little photo shoot, and like we did
Ah.
back in December, and this mic here, you see, go right ahead.
So we're taking pictures, and of course, we can never be serious about anything, especially me. So I grab it, and I'm like,
How do it again?
No, wait. But first, let's backtrack a little. We're taking the pictures I'm feeling. I was like, yeah, that's about right.
She's like double fisted.
LOL.
Oh, good. We love you, Kevin. We love you.
Poor Kevin. It's tortured.
Now hold on, because now I'm curious. Sorry, Yvette. Now I'm gonna expose you. Talking about giving, yes, about giving a blowjob. We found out that by having conversation that your mouth is not very big.
It is not very big, no.
So
It's not.
There's special techniques, we heard.
Not me. I can't do it. It's her. Shit. Don't look at me. No. I can't.
No.
I can't.
I mean, we're not gonna get there yet, but I'm just her with the double fisting. So
There's techniques.
no, I get it. The question that you asked me, did you all of a sudden be like, you know what? I feel like eating some sausage right now.
Yeah, I do sometimes. Could be coming out of the shower. I see it. I'm like, ah.
No.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
What are you apologizing for? It's just funny that now they can see our faces, but we can't hide anything. Oh my god.
True.
Oh,
True.
okay.
What about you, Miss Yvette?
What about me?
Did you like it? Did you?
Yes. Sorry, kids. I know my kids listen to the book. Sorry,
Yeah,
son.
this is one episode my son will not listen to.
Yeah. Yes, I do. I do enjoy it. I will say that I don't do it with everybody or just anybody. When I was with my ex-husband, I unfortunately used it as a tool against him because he always wanted it. And I was like, no, because I wasn't getting what I wanted or whatever. But yeah, I actually do enjoy it. Okay. We're not naming names, obviously, but I had an experience where I was, performing the act on someone. I'm trying to be very careful with my words. Performing the act with someone, and I was looking up into his eyes, and he went like this, almost covering my face, from his view, right? He's just like this. And in that moment, I had to stop and was like, wait a minute. Why aren't we? Because I'm all about, we've talked about this in other episodes of Let's Talk. Yes. Connection. Yeah. Look at me in my eyes. I'm not just a robot here, performing this act. Yeah. Like I said, I don't do it on everybody. So if I am going down on you, then that means because I want to and because I want to connect with you that way. And for him to cover my eyes, and he said it was a little bit intimidating, because of my eyes, because I was looking, I guess, into his soul. I don't know. But he couldn't, which I thought was weird. Now, he's not originally from this country. So maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. But I was like, weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. I thought it was really weird. So for me, I feel obviously that's a very intimate moment, but when I'm with somebody who's enjoying it, then that turns me on. You know what I mean?
Which, like I said, I do it for the satisfaction of my partner, not because I find, my joy comes from pleasuring.
Yes.
But I think it goes both ways. But I feel like I need to hear it. I need to hear that you're enjoying what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I've had, where they're just quiet. And I'm like, are you all even alive?
Did you fall asleep?
Yeah. Am I doing this right? Because again, you cannot use, even though we may have techniques, right? It's not gonna work.
It doesn't always work on everybody.
Correct. Exactly. Every person's different. They find pleasure in different ways. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that leads me into my second question. What is your blowjob technique?
Why are you looking at me?
Okay, Joe. What's your blowjob technique?
Yeah, let me be the last one to answer. Obviously, I'm the least interesting here.
Here's the cup.
I feel like there has to be a disclaimer on this one for all of our children. Do not listen to this one.
Yeah, and my stepkids too. Skip it.
Okay, so no technique. Okay.
No. Skip the episode. Skip the episode.
Skip the episode. No, we
listen.
So here's our prop. Here's the class, right? And then you start with the licking, and the caressing.
Yeah.
And then the hand movements, and a little twist, a little lick here, and a little lick there, and then just, and then you keep going.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to make this so uncomfortable.
It already is because we're on camera. So it's super. I'm sweating. And it's not a hot flash. It's oh my God. I'm dying of embarrassment, but whatever. It's fine.
It's fine. We're fine. Mm-hmm. So then, I think our friends are going to fucking die when they hear this.
Well, we had this conversation though with our friends.
Yeah, but they would never put it out there, and we're putting it out there.
We were talking about it in a public place. So
there's the handling, the massaging, the licking, moving down into the testicular area, and just
you can say balls. It's fine. I'm trying to keep testicle.
I'm trying to keep it educational because we're a bunch of clowns.
Okay, wait. Let me interrupt just for a split second here. We bypassed the whole what we were talking about, how my mouth is small and everything. We bypassed that. We're coming. I just want to put it out there. We're coming back to that. Yeah, I'll bring us back.
Yeah. The squirrels will come back.
I'll bring us back. Okay, go ahead. Carry on.
So, anyways, I reckon that's the technique. That's my technique. Not that it works on everybody, but it works for my partner.
So earlier you were playing with the prop. We were taking pictures. You had your hands like this, both like this. So do you do that twisting motion?
There's times that
what do we call it?
Twisty twist.
The butter
No, the pepper.
the pepper.
The pepper thingy, like the
Cracker,
What did you
pepper
call it?
cracker?
Olive Garden.
the Olive Garden pepper.
Pepper grater. The pepper grater.
Oh my god, that was funny. Oh my god. Okay, so you do use that technique.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you find that your partners have been like receptive to that? To that technique? Like, do you get them aroused? Do you get them going?
There hasn't been many that I've
Yeah.
because to me, like Linda said, it's very personal.
Mhm.
Not and believe it or not many guys like it.
I've only been with a couple of guys that didn't want me to do that. Everybody else is like, they knew anyway. Yeah.
Do it again.
No, they'll say like they'll look at my mouth and like want my lips around it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what
That's
they
because
say.
you have those big puffy lips.
I haven't
They're like
always had them.
there's plenty of what is it?
The sucking motion.
Suction.
We're talking about that on Linda's dying. I know you're dying. I know you are.
She's mortified. She's like,
She's so vanilla. She's like,
crazy.
what? Oh my god.
Okay, Yvette, how about you? Moving on.
Mine is pretty much the same. I do like. Well, first before I tell you my technique, do you like to spit on it? You know that hawk to a girl, like you went viral. Whatever.
I'm not about the hot too.
Okay, neither am I. I'm just throwing that out.
That
there.
hot too is some bullshit.
You
No.
like to spit? Okay.
No.
I'm sorry, but obviously there's enough spit on there, like, you know, when it's
Mhm.
whatever, when it's in your mouth, whatever.
Exactly.
But for me to have to spit on it, yeah, no, I'm not a porn star. I always say that I'm not a porn star. For me, I'm looking for the connection.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make you feel good and finish and everything, but the connection has to be there in order for me to be into it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So anyway, so I do pretty much the same. What I do like to do is I like to God, we're getting so damn graphic. I do like to start at the inner thighs. And you know, kiss the inner thighs and then massage. Yeah, like
really
put my face like in between, like where
this is so educational.
Yeah, I like to put my face like in between, like where his ball sack is, and then like where his legs meet, you know. And then I just like kiss around, like, you know, it usually like. Okay.
This is gonna be rated E. Not rated R, rated E.
Yeah. So that's what I like to do.
You do thigh kissing too?
Oh
yeah.
It sends a sensation.
It does.
All the nerves.
They're like us. I mean, you know, for me, well, I'm not gonna give my secrets away, but there's certain places where it's not even anywhere close. Well, it's kind of close, but not like literally on my vagina. Like it's other areas where I get super aroused. I'm like this. I'm like, oh, okay, let's go. Like it just, so they're the same way. Men are the same way. They like, you know, touching of the chest and everything, especially if they're like nice and cut and everything, you know. So yeah, that's what I like to do. What about you?
I don't know how this shit, you guys. And they come just fine.
Me and Joe are like.
No, okay, no, hold on. So
wait, you're trying to say that we're just like extra?
I mean,
some sexual healing.
No. So I, yeah, definitely. A little of that.
The pepper grinder.
Pepper grinder. That's what it's called. Yeah.
I like to suction. So as I'm doing that, then there's some suction going on.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like top. But I don't do that. But I can't even say it.
Okay, I'm bringing this.
Okay, good. I'm going to.
Okay,
I'm trying to.
Good.
I said I don't do all of that, but I'll suck some balls.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, but I'm just saying. Yeah, I think that's usually one thing that's because I guess because I don't put so much interest. I guess now that I'm talking to you ladies, it's all starting to make sense. since I'm so vanilla and I'm like, you know?
Yeah.
I think for men, all of a sudden, when I go and I'm sucking some balls, they're like, whoa, where the fuck is this coming from? And that's like the, part of the excitement. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't do that. I feel like.
Okay, so you're still skirting around the conversation we had.
Well, I figure you're getting there. I mean, I got us there. You can finish the story.
So when you say some balls, you're sucking on some balls. This was our conversation we had not too long ago.
True. With this. So I can, most of the time, I can suck both balls at the same time. At the same time.
Yeah.
For the most part. Sometimes if the sucking work doesn't work so well, one slips out of the way. But then,
that's okay.
But then you go, and you bring it back in, But apparently a girl Yvette here, even though, look at that big smile. Look at that beautiful big smile.
I thought I had a big mouth. But I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that.
It's wide, but maybe it doesn't open.
It doesn't. Everybody open your mouth. I can't. Oh my God, this is fucking hilarious.
And these are serious conversations, y'all. Serious. This is, when we get together, these are true conversations.
Now, what I find interesting is that you thought I was crazy for being able to suck both balls.
Yeah, and then I had to ask a friend of mine, which hopefully he'll watch this. Shout out to him, because I had to ask him, a male friend, like, when girls go down on you, I'm like, do they suck on both of your balls at the same time? We have that relationship where we're each other's like, when he has female questions, he'll ask me and I give him some advice too. So anyway, and he said, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's so crazy. I'm like, wow, I'm again, the odd man out. I'm always the lone wolf here. Like, I don't know. Wait, do you suck two balls at once?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
She does it all.
Something wrong. I suck balls. Shit. I suck
Lick
balls.
them, suck them, whatever.
One at a time, though. I do one and then I'll go to the other one.
Well, it depends how big they are, too.
Maybe I've just been with guys that have big balls.
No, size does matter. Yeah, balls.
Yeah.
There's some big balls out there.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Maybe I've just been with guys that have big balls, and it's not that my mouth is small. I will. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, talking about technique.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do the this and the.
Yeah, so do I.
The under.
Yeah.
Oh,
they love
massage,
that. Yeah.
Double.
Do you guys massage under, like, where, like, back to
where the taint is?
Almost where.
Yeah.
Okay. So do I.
That's a sensitive area right there.
It is, but not all men. Talking about not all men like that. Not all men like you to go like anywhere past that. They're like, whoa. Like, oh God, okay, you're one of those.
Yeah.
You can't have fun. I can't have fun with you, damn it. Oh my God.
Okay. Since we're there, would you go past that line?
Dun, 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 dun.
Listen, I came very close once, okay? Very close. And honestly, I will say I'm not judging anybody that likes to do that or men that like to have it done to them. Mm-hmm. But first of all, this guy's ass was like hairy. Like, and I couldn't. I couldn't. I was, like I said, I go down there, I put my face down there, whatever. Yeah. I just couldn't because of the hairiness. And then it was just, I was like, I can't. But what I have done is the massaging, and that's why I'm saying, like, I go like underneath and like balls are here. I follow the line, because you can still feel like the penis. Move the balls aside, you still feel the penis, the shaft going all the way down, So that I massage everywhere, and of course, heads in the mouth, whatever, And so I did go, like, I do go as far as they let me. And there's been a few that actually let me, like, massage outside. I never stick my fingers inside anybody's ass.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Sorry. Again, not judging anybody who does or, you know.
That's a big no for me, Linda.
Yeah.
No.
I can't. I couldn't. I tried once, but like I said, I couldn't do it. I was like, yeah, it just grossed me out. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, my brain doesn't go there. I mean, again, if I'm drunk enough, you know,
not me. Not even
maybe. No, I'm not saying game on, but I feel like this me. But I feel like every time I try to, what is it? Push that boundary in my brain's like,
no.
like
abort.
Yeah, it's like
abort mission.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Oh yeah. Okay, so along the lines of big balls, what's the biggest dick you've ever had in your mouth? I didn't say whose dick. I mean, like size. You know what I'm saying? Like size and girth, length, girth. You know, and how much of it could you get into your mouth?
Not a lot, because you know I feel like once it gets to the too big part,
yeah, then
I understand. Like, you know, it's like I got so much to work with. It's like, can I split it?
The gag reflex kicks in.
Immediately. It's like,
Have you guys heard there's some type of technique or something about tapping here, like on the middle of your forehead, and then you try like sticking your finger down and apparently it works. I've never tried it myself. And it came on my fucking explore page at one time and then it like disappeared. So I don't know. I haven't run into anything like that, but apparently I ran into that on Instagram.
How about you try it and you let us know?
I mean, I don't know exactly. I forgot. That's
Why
what I'm saying.
Why don't you
like,
experiment
well,
it?
But I have to look
but Google it.
The thing. Oh, I guess I could, huh?
Yeah.
I could like or search it. I don't think I liked it. Otherwise, it would be like, yeah, no. I used to have a really bad gag reflex. Used to. Now I think I have learned to kind of breathe through them.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes still get watery, but I don't feel like actually vomiting. You know what I mean? So
yeah, mine's pretty tamed. She's in check.
Are we still talking when we're sucking dick?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you think we were talking about?
Okay, I'm sorry. I've struggled with like vomit and like whatever. I'm not
well, that's what your gag reflex is, and it makes you want to gag
but
and like
I've
vomit.
experienced it with other situations in life.
Got it. Yeah.
So I'm like, hold on, let me make sure we're still doing this. I have plenty of experience about puking. Okay. I still get some.
Yeah,
I still get some. But I think it's
natural.
Better.
But I think it's natural too.
I mean, it is
to,
obviously. Yeah. Something shouldn't be going. At least something that big.
I mean, but you shouldn't. My gosh, if I'm closing my fingers, that reminds me of the pencil dick I had.
That's another subject.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so the smallest you've ever been with.
Well, it depends on what kind of small, you know.
Oh, I got.
You're talking pencil dick, so
well, I got a good
long.
But I was gonna say that because I've had like short, but with girth, and then that one. So out of my experience, I guess I would rather go with short and thick than long and skinny. That's just
I'll have to agree with you
because if you're dealing with short, but with some girth, then it's just a matter of positioning. Okay, there's certain positions you can hit because you don't got the length, but if there's a connection there, then you can make it work.
Yeah.
Now, there's one dude that I was that long and skinny. It was so sad. So sad because I was young. Again, my religious mentality. I hadn't been with many people.
Bad for him. That was so sad.
It was sad. I'm gonna tell you why it was sad. It was sad because he was inside of me and I couldn't feel him until poke.
Until he hit your cervix.
And I'm like, and I'm like, I see the friction, but I don't feel the friction. And I'm like,
oh my God.
I'm sitting there. And I want to say I'm not a big fan of like pretending. But let me tell you, that was pretending. I'm like, come on and finish. Like, this is so sad. Like,
pobrecito.
It was sad. That was really, really sad because he probably thinks he's got it because
it's long.
Because it's long.
Yeah.
But it was very skinny. And quite frankly, it made me think that I was well, again, the religious mentality, I was a slut because I had slept with a couple guys at 21.
Like you were too loose or whatever.
So I thought I was too loose. I'm like, oh my God, my bus is getting stretched out already. I haven't even had kids yet. Oh Lord.
But that's, that's the Latin moms, man.
They fucking put that shit in our brains. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Your shit does go back together. I mean, it doesn't go to virgin mode, but at least it start. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny. You were gonna say something before.
Oh, let me tell you a funny story. So, when I first got to Georgia, I started dating. I met this dude on a dating app. So, every man, for some reason, which is a whole nother subject, thinks that sending a dick pic is the way to go. Okay? Mm-hmm. So I dug this guy. Like, he was super sweet, kind of like the Linda thing with the pencil dick. Super sweet and everything. And we connected. We met each other. Girl, can I tell you, when we go back to the house it was a stub.
No way.
It was a micro dick.
Did he fucking send you somebody else's picture?
No, it was the angle of the picture.
Oh.
Now, question.
I'm not
give
kidding.
The guy the benefit of the doubt. Is it possible that he's a shower? What is it? He's a grower and not a shower.
Oh no, honey.
He was hard. He was ready to go. Wow.
It was a shame.
Well, I guess
because he's a really good looking dude too.
Well, I guess if I would have had that experience, my comments about size wouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
No, I was crazy. Like, I don't think this is gonna work. I gave it a couple days, and then I was like, I don't think this is gonna work. The distance thing, and all that stuff. And I was like, good Lord, hallelujah, because that would have been a bad.
Which is a good segue too. I struggle. Or I have struggled. I still struggle. Whatever. With the whole mentality of what is it, abstinence until marriage, and then you have to stick with that same stubby dick forever.
No, I don't agree with that because of that. I think I said this in the last. I can't remember which episode, but it's like we have to take it out for a test drive, just like they with us. I mean, what if they don't like the way we feel? Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It could happen.
Not all vaginas feel the same.
That's very true. That's very true. And what if they don't like it? So I just don't agree with that. I don't agree with, save yourself for marriage, whatever. Like, that's bullshit to me in my mind, Yeah. But I did grow up that way, though. I was like, that was instilled, but, and granted, I started having sex later. I wasn't very young when I started having sex, but, but still, it's like, I don't know. Anyway, I think you need to test drive it.
I think you do when you're ready and you're following the correct measurements.
Yes.
Of birth control, protection, etc. For those that are listening, they're still young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wrap it up.
You should definitely explore a little bit because once you make that decision, that's it.
Yep.
And then you start regretting it after a little bit. You're like, yeah, we're not compatible in this department. Too late.
Yep.
That's something funny? I remember Googling how to give a blowjob.
Were there actual instructions on Google?
Well, I saw this video of this chick with like a banana and kind of like explaining.
Yeah.
I wonder if YouTube has one.
I'm pretty sure it was in YouTube that I saw it. I wouldn't be surprised.
How to give a proper blowjob.
How to give, yeah.
We were talking on one episode, I think it was like our very first one, maybe the second one, where we were talking about porn and stuff. And back then, when I was young, when I didn't know what I was doing, I would watch late at night like these shows that were kind of like risque or whatever, and it was on HBO, I remember, and it was called like Taxi something whatever. Anyway, Taxi Confessions or something like that.
I remember that
Taxi
show.
Cab Confessions.
Yeah.
Yes. And there was this one lady. She was like, "Yeah, I'm a sex therapist and this and that, and but I go a step further than just like talking to people about sex. I talk to couples and actually teach them how to like the proper like." How to eat pussy and how to suck a dick and whatever,
proper
techniques to get them aroused, to get full satisfaction, full arousal. Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of, thinking back, like I kind of thought maybe that's where I learned. I don't know.
I learned a lot from Cinemax and Showtime and HBO. Let me tell you.
Taxi Cab Confessionals, something like that. Anyway, but that's interesting. It's interesting.
Well, I had to because I was embarrassed to even ask my friends, because most of my friends that were having sex in high school, and I didn't start having sex until like my second or third semester of college. So yes, I was completely naive at that point. Everybody, they know what they're doing. They've had a couple partners. And I'm here brand new. Not just that, but I think I mentioned in a previous episode how I had this one little boyfriend that short-lived, but he was younger than me, but he was so impatient. He was like, "You don't know what you're doing." I feel like he broke up with me because I didn't know, and he was the one with the large package. And again, and I had only been with one person before him, so he was trying to go all in, boom, 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 and I'm like, oh, like hold on, like. Yeah. I
honestly, I feel like that shows more about what he was lacking and the education he was lacking, because obviously he's not paying attention, because I'm guarantee you're not the first person that he hurt, in that way, because he's too large, and people don't understand that, or men don't understand that. They they go pow, 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 because they think that's what we like, and that's not how you will get us aroused. No. That's what you like. That's what feels good to you, but you're fucking hurting us.
Well, I do like that after
a while. I know. I'm just saying, like, it's not just drinks, about bam, 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 bam.
Fling me around, baby.
Yeah. Joanna and her swing.
Listen, we're gonna have to get a swing because she makes it sound so good.
I mean, seriously.
Look, I have the swing. We have not used the swing yet.
No,
not yet.
No, we've used the other stuff, the straps
that
and
comes.
all that.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay,
all right. Okay. Oh no, we're gonna use the swing.
I'm sure.
We're gonna try that puppy out.
We are gonna use it.
She goes, well, let me stretch for a couple of days first.
Yeah, I'll have to do some Pilates. For sure.
Oh man. Oh Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I feel like with a swing, I feel like I would probably get hurt. I've told you guys I have a short vaginal canal, right? So and then my uterus is tilted forward, so my cervix is exposed very quickly. I don't care how long or small or whatever maybe how small. I don't know.
Yeah. Not micro?
Oh, you have not talked about your micro.
I wasn't going to.
I talked about the micro that I ran into.
For real.
I mean, I never did anything with it, but I saw it and I was like...
Same here. I held it in my hand and I was like, again, my hands are not that big.
Audience?
And literally,
no, like this, so they can see the side of your...
Like here, like this. It literally felt, it fit from here to here, like barely the tip was like, I was like, we have stated many times that I have a big ass. Like there are requirements. There are requirements for men. Honestly, they have to meet certain requirements, because if you're not, I like it from behind sometimes, So it's like, if you're not big enough to get around all my butt cheeks, and we have issues. We have issues because I'm not always going to want it missionary, or I'm not always going to want to be on top to try to feel the motion of the ocean. So yeah, that actually leads me to my next question. Does size really matter?
Well, I haven't had a micro penis.
I've only had it in my hand. That was it.
But I've only seen it.
But I did have a skinny one, and that the skinny did matter. But I've had a small one, and at least to me, it didn't matter because the motion of the ocean, worked out for me. I mean, my ass is not that big, so he could still hit it from behind. Same. Like I said, I think with size, if it's a little small, I think it's just a matter of finding the right positions that make you feel good, and just be confident in your relationship or whatever it is. To talk about it and say, okay, that didn't work out for me. Let's try something else.
So technique is important.
If you don't have the size, and you know your girl is not fully satisfied, then you have hands and you have a mouth. Finish it. Yeah. Finish the job. Yep. And I'm pretty sure most women will be okay with that, especially if they like love you. If they, and I'm not talking about one night stand. A one night stand is going to be very disappointed. Okay. But if it's somebody that loves and cares for you, I think there's, you
can work with it.
You can work with it. Yeah. Yeah. I think as women, we're stupid. And if we love you and we like you, we bypass so much.
We put our blinders on. Yeah. We put our blinders on. And
even that, I'm sure.
Yeah. Women are definitely more forgiving than men.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, she got broken up with because you weren't doing it like he liked it or whatever, because he was more experienced. Kind of wild. Have you guys ever been with somebody who has like a complex about it though, and then has an attitude like almost like a God complex or a Napoleon complex, where they got to be the big man or whatever because they're so little and they're so little, It's like, what are they overcompensating for? Have you been with anybody like that?
I don't know.
Like the guys that drive the big trucks with the big exhaust, and then they drive by and you're like, little dick.
Yeah.
And they have to jump off the truck.
And when they jump out the truck, they're only like 5'2".
They don't even reach like the back of the bed.
Now, that leads me to a question for you ladies. Okay. Have you been with the short king that have surprised you with a large baggage?
Yes. Not me.
I have twice. I was married to one, and then just recently, I was with somebody that I was actually, there have been 3, not 2, 3.
You see? So, ladies.
Yeah.
They can surprise you.
They can surprise you.
One surprised me.
She's like, I'm not taking that risk.
Nope.
No, listen. Micro dick? Tall. So it doesn't really matter, and granted, like he was a good kisser and everything, and we just got there and I was like, ooh, no, this is not happening.
Which I will say this. I wonder, now I'm just going to talk shit here, okay? Now I wonder if, because like you said, you held it, but it didn't go anywhere, right? I wonder if he did that on purpose. Kind of like show you so you know what you're working with before getting more involved in getting to know each other, to avoid further disappointment.
That point though, we had already spent time together and stuff, and
was it hard when you had it in your hand?
I mean, it felt kind of hard. Yeah, it was very disappointing. I'm sorry. Like I'm trying to be nice about it, and I can't because it was what it was. Like it just was what it was. But yeah, not mentioning anything, so we're fine.
No.
Yeah.
No, but I was just curious because I'm like,
maybe he did. I don't know.
I'm just okay. I'm gonna be, what's that word? Sketchy here, okay? But if I was a guy and I'm talking to a pretty lady, and things could evolve to something else, or hopefully I'll at the very least I want to fuck you, right? Why? And I know I'm working with a small package. Why would I expose myself to just play with it and not do anything with it? To at least show you that the motion of the ocean can give you something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not giving you context, and I won't. Not on here. But,
yeah.
But there was a conversation that led to that, and so we were basically like cuddling. you know.
I know, but I'm just thinking as a guy, if you know what you're dealing with, why would you want to expose yourself to just a show and tell when there's nothing to tell?
But also some people don't know that they don't have, that they're not adequate. Some people just don't know that they're
and men are very prideful too. That's not something that they're like, to them it's, I got what you need and it doesn't matter.
Now, could it have been, if I gave him a chance, could it have been that he could have satisfied me? Maybe, but I wasn't taking that chance.
How she says it so kindly. I wasn't taking that.
I mean, I just...
Sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was... Yeah. That's the smallest I've ever seen.
You didn't see what I saw.
Girl.
Let me tell you something. Every time she looks at her hand, I can see her picturing. I mean, like oh, damn.
Yeah, it was super disappointing. I was like, because he was a nice guy. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
A moment of silence. for the skinny Oh my god, okay.
Let's move on. Because damn. Memories.
Flashbacks.
Oh god. Okay. Your favorite move on a man. What drives him wild? What's your signature, this is what I'm gonna do, and it fucking works almost every time. Because obviously not every man is the same. Or has it worked every time?
Two things. One, I feel like I'm good on top. I feel like I know how to move on top.
Okay.
I know my way with my hips, I guess. But I said one move that it's again, I don't know if it's the surprise element, but when I'm getting it from behind, to reach under to grab their balls.
So they go like, ay.
It's the massage technique.
Yeah.
Like, ay.
You smile.
Joe?
The on top move is it because my love loves my ass. So when he's grabbing on it and
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's explosive.
On top. She likes to be on top because her love likes her ass.
Okay.
So
he likes
to
grabbing
it.
Holding on to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you think that's what drives him crazy?
Yeah.
While you're on top.
So he can and behind, and he can see it. That's it. Like grabbing,
like booty, rocking everywhere.
If he could pack that thing and put it in a bag, he would.
Aw. You need to make a mold of your ass.
Yeah.
Little heart. Just so he could have it.
It do.
I do not like to be on top because I have a short vaginal canal, and you would think that I would be able to control, how much goes in or whatever. It's quite the opposite. I feel like it gives them more and also from behind they can get in deeper. You know what I mean? Great for them, perfect for them, not so much for me. So I like to be able to control how much goes in. I actually like to be kind of like on my side, but then not on my side.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite position.
It's the way I sleep. So for me, that's a very comfortable position to be in.
One leg up,
one leg like this, my top leg over like this, the other leg here, and then they're straddled. You know what I mean? Straddled. I don't know how to explain it. I like that because they can. I say they, whoever I'm with, right? They can grab my hip and my ass at the same time and kind of use it as leverage. You know, that I love.
a tool.
Well, I always hits my G spot. Always.
Well, I like the position because it gives me the opportunity to also kind of engage a little bit.
Because you're looking and you're, your hand is like on their chest, and
right,
or on me. For me, I like to grab because I like ass. I like guys' ass too. So I will grab his ass and I'll be like, bringing him when I'm like, okay, we need to go harder now.
Okay,
I'm at that point. I need you harder. I need you deeper. Like, okay, let's go. It's go time. So yes, there's more engagement that way. And then, but also they can reach down, for my boobs. So
the boobies are everything.
Yeah. I like it like that. I also like it if like, kind of like when you're spooning. And this is why I'm saying, if you're too small, if you're fit in my hand, they're too small because you can't come around the way I would like it. Like, laying, side by side, and you're spooning, and then you kind of come from underneath and just, those are my favorite positions. I also like, so I mentioned doggy style is not really my favorite because they have more, they're able to kind of get in, like, obviously you're face down, ass up, right? So that hurts me after a while, especially if they're big or long, whatever. But when you're laying down and you kind of, maybe have a pillow or something like in your lower abdomen. And so you're laying down, but your legs are straight. So you're laying on your stomach, right? Your legs are straight. And then your butt cheeks are like, your butt is just lifted a little bit because of the pillow. And then they can get in like that. But my most favorite what drives me wild and where they actually hit my G spot is when we're in that position, but then they lay on top of me. They lay on top of me and they pull my arms out like this and then like intertwine my hands.
Oh,
I don't know what it is. It's the whole hand thing, I think, because I'm like
connection.
Well, yes, it's connection, but also I love guys with big hands. Like I just love it. So when they overtake mine, and it's just like, yes. yes.
Have you guys ever used the sex pillow?
No, I don't think so.
Highly recommend.
Is that the one that's like a little wedge?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I've seen it.
I've seen it too.
Especially when you have like painful areas that when you're having sex, that actually helps a lot.
So you can be in the right position. Yeah. Okay.
Just FYI.
Very cool.
No,
so anyway, but my actual signature move, I think, is when we are either like spooning or when, like I said, my favorite position, when we're like that, like you said, the way you move your hips and everything. Yeah. There's a certain time when I can feel, you feel inside and they're like throbbing and they're like,
ready to go.
There. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, here we go.
I feel like that makes me orgasm like that.
Yes, it does me, but we get to finish together because I know, like, no, I haven't been with anybody who hasn't come like when I start doing that. I have not been with anybody that doesn't explode after that. Yeah, I would say that's my move that I use. That's of course after many, many orgasms, because if we're only having one, there's a problem.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, so my next question is, are you noisy? And does it turn you on when he's noisy, when he's loud? Or do you like quiet time?
I mean, I just said that I need to hear the excitement, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty vocal. I think probably the more vocal I can be, the more aroused I can get.
Yeah.
So obviously if I can have my place with no kids and nothing, where I can just
let loose.
Yeah.
But because I feel like there's communication, right? I need my partner to also, like, a little bit, not too much. Like, I mean, I don't know. I haven't had like a weird experience with a guy that I can think of. No. I've heard stories of people with guys making weird noises, but not me. If anything, I feel like I feel in my mind men struggle with feeling comfortable expressing how they feel in the act. If anything.
I like it both ways. I feel like usually when there's suppression, it's because we're doing it sneaky because there's people in the house. Yeah. So that excites me. And then when we're by ourselves and it's loud and we're talking, sexy to each other and hearing him, oh man, boy, that's fucking yes.
Yes. She's like Niagara Falls.
No, I will say this. You just made me think of something. My favorite ultimate position, I will say, I don't know why. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's me on top, but in a car.
Oh, that's sexy.
Mm. Yeah, like that's just, I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's like weird, but something about let me hold on to here or here or here or wherever I can put my hand. Oh shit. It's
the adrenaline too.
Yeah. Of just being in the car. Yeah. My ex and I used to have sex in the car all the time. Yeah, my ex-husband and I, that was our thing. We'd go out on date nights, and then because the kids were so little and, there was always a house full, and it just, we'd always find a spot to go park and do it in our SUV. It was nice and comfy in the backseat. Not awkward at all. That's too funny. I don't like quiet. I don't like when they're quiet. I feel like I'm there by myself. I'm like, what do I need you here for? Go. Like that type of thing. It's like, no.
Oh, I will say sometimes I'm quiet, but I'm not really quiet because I'm breathing a lot. I feel like I get it in my head when I do that because then I'm like, man, there's all this hot air, right? It's everywhere. I'm like, I'm fighting between cool air because I struggle with that even when I'm sleeping. Like I need to feel cold when I'm sleeping, and there's something, I don't know why I don't like warm. I don't like heat like that way. And so I'm like, I'm like, right. But then I'm like, I need air. So I feel like it messes with my head. So I'd rather make noise than the hot breathing because then I get in my head because I'm like, okay, it's too much hot,
Mm-hmm. See, I feel like the breathing is like, it amplifies everything too.
Yeah, it does.
I like to do it in their ear.
Yeah, so me too.
I love missionary because of that. Or if I am going to be on top, then I have to be straddling, because I have knee issues too. So I have to be straddling like on a chair. Mm-hmm. So if we're on a chair, obviously depending on how tall he is, he's either right here or he's right here, and I'm like, I can actually I like to breathe and moan or whatever, in their ear. Not loud.
A chair is always a good angle too.
I love a chair. Mm-hmm. I love a chair. Because I can control it. Then I can control how deep I'm, you know what I'm mm-hmm. saying? It just, on my knees, I can't control it. I don't know why. It's always been that way though. My knees, I haven't always had knee issues. But I've always been that way where I'm just I just don't like it on top. I don't know. The only thing I like about being on top is they can reach up, grab your boobs, grab your ass.
That's what I love.
I don't know.
So to see.
I like riding my bull.
You ride your bull and I climb my Mount Everest.
That's funny. I was going to ask you guys something. Oh man, the thought went dirty talk. Do you guys like talking dirty?
I love dirty talk.
What is your idea of dirty talk?
Thank you. Though? I was going to say that.
Everybody has different ways of talking.
Dirty talk is to me, fuck me hard, baby. You're doing it. Oh my God, I love when you're inside me. In it to win it. Yeah. Everything that can be said will be said. Whatever the mood, the position, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's what brings out whatever comes spewing out of my mouth and his mouth. So
yeah. Okay. I was with somebody recently that kept asking me do you like it like this? Do you like it? Tell me. Look at me. Say it.
Oh my God. Get to that.
Everybody calm down. Just calm down. Okay. I personally don't like to talk. I don't like dirty talk. For me, it feels almost like we're faking it. It's a fucking porno. We're putting on a show. And I'm like, can I just enjoy it? Oh, I remembered now. The squirrel came back. The other question I had was eyes open or closed. So for me, I like my eyes usually closed because I'm more of like, I want to use all the rest of my senses. I want to smell him. I want to feel his skin on my skin. You know what I mean? Like hands intertwined. You know what I'm saying? Like lips all over, whatever. Like I want to feel. I don't want to see. For me, that's not much of an arousal. It is, but it isn't. So I don't want to actually see everything unless I'm looking in your eyes and I'm like, going down on you and you don't go like this to me.
I think, and when I think the best time too is when you're getting ready to orgasm and you guys lock eyes and all that just amplifies.
Yes,
it gets so intense because you're locked in.
Yeah. And then when they kiss you, right when they're about, like when you're both about to just come together, like, oh my God, that's
heat. It's heat.
Yeah. If we're kissing, my eyes better be closed. Sex, I like my eyes open. I mean, there's times when my eyes close, especially like missionary. I'm under, he's on top, with a lot of movement. I can close my eyes.
And that's the time when I like to keep them open.
What?
When we're missionary, because he's on top of me, and so
I don't know, but I'll say that's probably the time when I'll close them a little bit.
Yeah.
But I want to see. As a matter of fact, I like to see the in and out.
Yeah, me too.
Sometimes I do too. Yeah, sometimes I like to see the in and out, but for me, I'd rather feel it. If I'm in the mood, like sitting on a chair, that's a good way for me to. And then of course I get aroused because I'm watching myself. But for me, that kind of it pulls me out of like the moment. And it's the same thing with talking.
The other thing is that half of the time, and this happens to me, not even having sex. Okay, I'm like, huh.
What'd you say?
What you say?
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'm telling you.
Say it again.
That's distracting to me. It's distracting. So then it pulls me out of the moment.
That's because you're in the moment.
And you're like, huh? What?
What? Shut up.
or just say, uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I have. I think I have a universal complaint.
Okay.
To men. What is it that when we say just like that or keep going, they don't keep going, or they stop, or they change the momentum, they change
the movement,
and I'm like, I just said I'm almost there. Like, why?
I have a theory.
Uh-huh.
Because when they hear that, to them it turns them on even more. And then they're about to explode, or they will explode, so and they want to last. They want to last a little longer, so they pull out or they switch positions or whatever. And again, this is why I don't talk, like like when they say like that, and I'm like, yes, okay, yes.
That boy,
you're doing so good. Just keep going. I don't know. What do you want?
Do you want a sticker?
Oh yeah, do you want a sticker? I would rather you look in my eyes, especially if we're missionary, right? You look in my eyes and you can see, you'll be able to tell if I'm like in the moment or whatever. But in that moment, I mean, yeah, when we're kissing and we're like about to come together, yeah, that's
come together
right now. Yep.
Over me.
All over me.
Okay, hold on. We've never talked about this. How do you guys feel about a guy coming on you? On your boobs, on your back, on your face?
I'm about it, yeah. On my ass, especially if like we're doing doggy or whatever. Or like I told you, my
on your back,
yeah.
on
your
chest,
back,
your
on
stomach.
Your chest, yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, which I probably shouldn't mention it, but I'm going to. The whole blowjob thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's very few guys that have actually like booby fucked.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, we don't know. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, no,
we don't have them.
We don't have them. So
we don't got them too.
If I had them, I'd be like, "Come on, baby, I got them for you."
Very few have had the honor, because I will tell you, it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work. Yeah, because I don't have fake boobs, so without my bra on, they go everywhere. They're just like,
yeah,
one's over there, one went to the store. Like seriously, they're just there, you know. So I have to bring them together, or I'll leave my bra on to help me, you know, and bring them together, and then have It's during, yeah.
Techniques.
But it is work, and so I very rarely do that. They really have to be pretty decent size for me to, because I'm not gonna. Also, it hurts my neck because if they're not that long or they're not that big, then I'm having to kind of come like meet them down here.
You just reminded me of something.
What?
Oh gosh.
What?
I don't think I'm ready to make that switch over. That's a crazy turn of events of a conversation.
What?
Okay, I won't forget. Trust me, I won't forget because I'm like, oh Lord. But I do have a question.
Yeah.
So, what would the purpose be of a man coming on your back, your face, or I don't know. I guess after being married and then we didn't, for many years we didn't use protection or anything. He would just pull out. Right. Mm-hmm. So I think that was the excuse for him to come on my back, somewhere else because he pulled out. But if you're not, if you're on birth control or whatever, you're with your partner for many years, right? It doesn't matter if he comes inside. What's the purpose of them coming on your back?
It's to me, it's sexy. It's just like a thrill factor.
Yeah, I do like feeling the warmth. It is.
Yeah. Especially on my ass. Oh, like I love that.
That is true.
Or on my belly, like my lower belly. I'm like, it's worm.
It's warm.
It's a worm.
It's a worm and slimy.
How about a calm face mask? Have you done one?
Those I'm not a fan of.
Those will not happen on my face.
I'm not a fan of that. They're just a Virgo. Because 9 times out of 10, they get the shit in my hair. And I can't fucking stand it. Like, I'm like, because it gets sticky. Yeah. It's like,
it's gross. Yeah,
it's gross in your hair. So, yeah, I'm like, no, not my face. Or I'll get some in my eye or whatever. But I will tell you something that I do that's probably my Saggy. I don't know. Maybe it's my Libra. I don't know. But when they do come on my belly, or if I make them come, because I don't. Anyway. So, I will grab some.
Oh, dirty little bird.
Oh, wait, we haven't talked about it. Did you swallow? Did you swallow?
That's what I wasn't going to answer. I wasn't going to say that.
I do not swallow.
I went there.
I do not swallow. Yvette and I have had this conversation. I do not swallow. No, it's not. No.
Have you ever tried?
Yes, and I don't like it.
Yeah. I think it's your man's, whatever man you tried it with, that
yeah. Well,
their jizz is not good.
Nope.
Pre-ejaculation
in my mouth is fine, but all at once, nope.
Oh, I
love that.
No. Like, the pre-cum is awesome because then for sure they're like ready. And I love to use my thumb and just rub it around the head, and then I'll rub it around my lips, trace my lips. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I'm trying to control my
There's something wrong with you.
I'm trying to control my face.
There's nothing wrong with me. I just enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know. What?
I just want to say, not with everybody.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I don't go down on everybody. So
true. Well, just to wrap up the topic, I'll just say my thing is kind of like what I was saying earlier. Is I've struggled with vomiting all my life, and again, I'm not gonna get into that, but I just can't swallow because as a matter of fact, them just coming in my mouth most of the time it makes me gag. Like if I can give a blowjob, I not gag, but the moment they're coming in my mouth, how do I go from to swallow? Like I can't.
Yeah.
I'm like bathroom. No, don't get me wrong. I try to act all sexy and something. Let me go to the bathroom. I clean up. But in my head, I'm like gross.
See, and most of the time, so if I'm not gonna swallow, then I won't let them come in my mouth because I don't I used to do it with my ex and spitting it out. that grosses me out because you have it in your mouth and you're like, it's just slimy and gross. Well, I will say
every single time I go and spit it out, it makes me, I'm gagging.
Yeah, like I would too. Like that's disgusting for me, having it in my mouth, like, you know, and then having to stop what you're doing to go to the bathroom and like spit it out. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Like that's
I'd rather blow, get on top, and then just let it feel inside me.
Yeah.
Now that you got there, I do feel guilty about that because again, it's not my favorite thing to do. Mm-hmm. So I am guilty of that. That I'm doing it. I know he's feeling good. He had a good time. I'm like, it's been long enough. Jump, because I don't care to finish.
Yeah, it's not that.
I'm sorry.
It's I know that he's getting to that point, so I want to feel it happen inside.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's too. That's sensation because usually we're in sync when it happens, so that's my thing.
If I'm just, because there's times where I'm like, all I'm doing is providing a service, right? It's not about me. And they'll try, like, get their hands at, I'm like, this is not about me. This is all you right now. And so I'll, wherever we are, we're on the couch, whatever. I mean, again, this doesn't happen with everybody.
Right.
And it doesn't happen like super often. Like I'm not fucking going around giving blowjobs, every fucking day or whatever, I mean, but when I am, I think it's probably like, I don't want to say a control thing, but almost like you know what I mean? Like, because I know how to get him aroused. I know how to, perform the duty.
You know how to work it.
And then when it happens, when it explodes, and I can feel it, and oh my God, I go to town. When I feel it, like, again, you can feel it inside you, right? You can feel it in your mouth. That's the best feeling when
they expand.
They expand inside your mouth. Oh my God. Anyway, so when they finish, if I'm letting him finish in my mouth, then I'll go all the way to the back of my throat. And it's almost like a shot. When you take a shot, you don't keep it in your mouth and then you swallow it. No. It like they literally finish and it fucking shoots back to the back of your throat and then you just swallow. Doesn't taste like anything. Most of the time, it doesn't taste like anything. There are some guys who have raunchy jizz. And it's because their diets aren't clean. They drink too much or they eat certain foods. And you're just like it just tastes nasty.
How about, do you consider, okay, how can I'm trying to be kind. Okay, my only.
Have we been kind this whole?
I don't know.
Okay, so my whole thing is, I don't. Actually, I think in one of the podcasts, I feel like we spoke about. Okay, so my preference is a circumcised dick. Like that's just my preference, right? Mm-hmm. And I did not have a lot of, better said, any experience. And I was with this guy that was uncircumcised. So he has a foreskin and whatnot. I felt that a lot of times his junk smelled like pee. So having to go down and it's supposed, have you experienced that with like an uncircumcised person?
I don't think I've ever had an uncircumcised person, but I know with an uncircumcised penis, they're supposed to do a lot of maintenance.
I know. Yeah. I know.
And that's probably a guy who, when he's done, he does this and then he zips his pants and he goes, that's disgusting. Do we just go like this? Like, air dry and then that's it? We walk out? No, we wipe. We're like,
yeah, but guys don't wipe.
They should,
but they don't.
But they should.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They should. This whole flinging it around and like that's it. Okay, like that's okay if you're like outdoors and you're not in a bathroom and whatever. Like okay, fine. Best believe I won't be going down on you. I'm circumcised or not, doesn't matter. I won't be going down on you because I just saw you fucking go pee and you're like not wiping. You know what I mean? To me, that's just hygiene. That's hygiene. So my ex-husband was not circumcised. And he never smelled like pee. He was super clean though. I mean, he was a former Marine, so he's a retired Marine, but super clean, it's all about hygiene. It's all about hygiene. Mm-hmm. Also, I hardly ever went down on him, but with the times that I did, he never smelled like pee. Never smelled like pee. So
that was hygiene is key.
Yeah, that was a dude, not the fact that he had foreskin. Well, because I will tell you, the guys with foreskin, super sensitive. super sensitive. You can get them to come like this.
Are in that little cap.
Yeah.
And when they do the circumcision, they lose sensation.
Yeah.
Which I will get to with my stinky penis experience.
Jesus.
I did not know what I was doing, giving a blowjob. I'm like, okay, I pull it down, but then what do I? Because I'm not used to.
It's even easier because the skin moves up like easier. You use the skin,
but I felt
like to go up and down. It's even
maybe
easier.
I was just doing it wrong, but I just felt like I felt what you're saying, but I feel like I would, and then I don't know. Screw the
It's all a learning experience.
It is.
Yeah, but I'll tell you that was more about hygiene. That wasn't like, not all uncircumcised men smell like pee. That's not a generalization.
Okay.
I know, because I was married to one.
Yeah. Well, I have to say I had like a small talk with my son, because my son is circumcised, but then my nephew is not. And he's like, why does his look different than mine? And I'm like, don't worry. When you get older, you're going to thank me.
Yeah. Yeah.
OMG.
I know. Both your sons are circumcised then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Both of them.
Yeah. Listen, trust me, with my, I guess in Miami, it's a lot more common. When
two circumcised or not two?
Two circumcised. Which, given the fact it's a southern state, I would think all the Christians, right, will have the same mentality. When I moved here, I had co-workers, I had, all of a sudden, it's mutilation. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Catholics don't circumcise.
Yeah. So,
most Christians don't circumcise either.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. All Christians I know, they're circumcised. I don't know.
Interesting. I think it's just preference.
It's more of a Judaism.
Yeah, all Jews are circumcised.
That is for sure.
But there's a religious thing. I don't know exactly what I don't know enough about Judaism to say. But anyway. Yeah.
Well, it's part of sanctification. I do know a little bit of that. Back in the Old Testament, you were supposed to get circumcised. And the New Testament, after Jesus, he says, that's no longer necessary for sanctification. So it's no longer part of, I guess, the requirements to be holy anymore. But for the Old Testament, it was. But to me, I didn't do it for my kids because of that. I did it because the doctor was like, man, if just people knew how much better it is for men to circumcise that, whatever. Nowadays, there's all the pros and cons. But bacteria-wise, I guess, like you said, it's all about hygiene, right?
It is, definitely.
But in order to simplify things, he was saying that it would be better to circumcise. Do you circumcise your boys?
That is something I'm not going to comment on.
Okay, fair enough.
I won't say it for my son either. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Our boys are older than yours. And they might listen to this, so we're not talking about that. You were going to say something earlier, though, and then you're like, I'll come back to it.
Why not? I've been waiting to go back to it. Well, I remember of a conversation that you and I had that I thought it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't even know that was possible. So, Joe, I don't know if you heard this before, but apparently there's some men out there with some flexibility and some long dicks, and apparently they can their own.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I've never heard of that before.
They have a whole porn thing on that.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Asco. Nasty.
So I was telling her that I was talking to this one guy a very, very long time ago. Lived in Miami, and we never met. I was on one of the dating sites, and this was when I first got on, and I didn't know that you could set like parameters as far as like how, Mm-hmm. So it picked him up. Nice guy. We talked on the phone. I loved his voice. He had a very, very deep voice, and I'm all about voices. But anyway, he would send pictures and videos, not anything like super graphic, but this one time he sent me something and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? It was so wild. He had his legs, he was sitting on the couch, so he was kind of slouched, and his legs were like all the way like on the back of his feet were like this, like hanging on to the back of the couch. So his hands are underneath. Like
oh my
this.
gosh.
Yes.
I can't even.
He was super flexible. Hands came from like this, like his thighs are here, and he had a. So there goes his long in his mouth. And I was like, no fucking way. I was telling Linda this story. I had to, back then we used to call each other all the time. So I'm like, why in the fuck would you send me something like that? And then I had to ask him, like, are you gay? Or are you bi? Because I don't play in that world, right? So I'm just, how in the fuck can you do? And he was like, I've just always been super flexible. And I found out one day that I could literally put my dick in my mouth. And he goes, and when I don't want to use my hand, he's like, I'm like,
oh.
Needless to say,
oh my gosh.
I stopped talking to him immediately after that. I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore.
So when
like,
I don't want to use my hand.
Yeah, he said, when I don't want to use my hand, I get in that position and I take care of myself. I'm like, okay, bye. Super nice knowing you. Yeah. Obviously, we never met. We were on 2 different coasts. That's when I used to live in California. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Crazy. I was
Listen,
like, oh, God.
I tend to be
stayed for life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can be supportive for my partner's, what's that word? Fetishes. Yeah. Like I could be open to certain things. But I think like if that was a thing, I'll be like, okay, no.
I can't do it.
Yeah. I can't see you the same.
Well, I couldn't unsee what I saw. That's why I was like, why? If you told me about it, maybe I could like imagine what it would be like. And then I'd be like, what the actual fuck? I probably would still stop talking to him. But the fact that he sent me a video and I was like,
there's some strange ass people, because we had a friend of ours show us this dude she was talking to literally sends her a picture of him putting freaking plunger in his ass.
No.
Yeah, that's what he sent her. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I thought she was gonna get turned on by that, or what?
I don't know what he was thinking, but the stick from the plunger was in his ass.
Oh,
and we all saw the picture.
Oh my god!
So it was a thing. I was like,
I think we're breaking my brain.
Yeah, what are we talking about here?
I mean, what makes people think that those things are okay?
Yeah,
well, those are what the fuck moments right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's go back to this simple comment you said earlier. Why do men think that dick pics are hold on, let's just make a quick poll. Do you like dick pics?
No. Unless I ask for it. Like if I'm dating somebody and I'm like, babe, whatever, then okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But unsolicited, no.
Unsolicited, correct. Absolutely
correct.
not.
I agree. Agreed.
Solicited, yes.
Yeah. Send me that.
Especially if you're like 2,000 miles away.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Send them all day long, baby.
Send me that cum shot.
Pretend it's my back, babe. Pretend it's my back. Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. So talk about what the fuck moment. We didn't do a what the fuck moment because we're trying to decide where we're gonna go with that. But this is a what the fuck moment. I shared with Linda that there was a video that I came across, and actually, did I send it to both of you, or did I just share it with you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The shrimping.
Both of us.
There was a video. I did send it to both of you. Okay.
Yes.
There was a video, and I don't know if you watched it. Obviously,
you haven't watched it.
You haven't watched it.
No, I thought you put what the fuck on it. I thought you replied.
Did she reply?
I thought so.
Oh, maybe I did.
The black and white.
Yeah.
Where he's saying he's a paramedic, and this this lady calls the ambulance or whatever, 911, and because the guy she's having sex with or whatever passed out. And so they came, and she had to explain why he passed out, right? He's like, I don't know, literally passed out, like unconscious, whatever. And she had to explain that they were doing this thing called shrimping. And so the guy, the paramedic.
Yeah, that's the one I said, what the fuck?
The paramedic was like, what the fuck is shrimping? So he had to go and look it up on the internet, and he is like, oh my God. So what it is the guy finishing inside her ass, and then the guy, after he finished, pulls out, gets a straw, and then sucks up his own semen from her ass, along with probably some shit. Like, what do they call it? They call it something like peanut butter or butter something. Ugh, yeah, it's disgusting.
Thick peanut butter? What is it?
No, they call it something.
Crunchy peanut butter?
No, they do call it something when the guy finishes or when there's so much friction in there or whatever. And
what?
And it's
freaking creamy Oreo? I mean, like,
it literally looks like peanut butter because it's like this is worse than the mole. She's never gonna eat peanut butter again. It was so disgusting, but the fact is though that he passed out probably because he was like slurping up shit. I don't know what it was. I don't know what made him pass out, but what the fuck possessed him to stick a straw in her ass to suck up his own cum?
No, not just him, her. Like how couples think it's. I don't.
Oh my god!
Listen, I can't even get close to. You know, like, and I'm gonna put a straw. Or let you put a straw
can't handle
in
this one. She can't handle this.
We gotta stop.
Let's stop talking about that.
All right, change the subject.
I'm gonna be tossing my wine up here.
What time is it? All right, Linda's got our words of wisdom after that what the fuck moment. Oh yeah,
that was a good what the fuck moment.
It was really good.
Made me want to puke, but you know,
it was good. But I don't know. Well, while she finds that, we're trying to decide where we're going to go with these what the fuck moments. We might do something a little bit different. So just bear with us. You know, season 2 is all about exploration and trying to figure out where we want to go with the podcast. So yeah, just bear with us.
All right, and here's our words of wisdom. Being still and quiet for a few minutes a day gives your mind a break from input. That break creates space in your thinking, which allows you to hear your own voice and get back in tune with your inner compass. So, obviously, those kind of people do not spend time in quiet to evaluate the life choices they're making.
They're like crunchy peanut butter coming out of an asshole.
Through a straw. Oh, dear God.
But in all seriousness, people, I think this world needs a little bit more self-awareness. Spend some quiet time. And you know what? Don't be so scared of being alone with yourself and those ugly thoughts. You need to be healthier, to be more in tune with yourself. Get rid of the bad, stay with the positive.
Yeah.
And be happy.
CCC. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Chats con Sabor. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Adios.
Adios, amigos.